Ciao. Good morning, chili dogs. Did you focus on? Gross. Feed them horses. Today, we are throwing off the hump. Let's get into it. Ka-chow. Camera B. Mini wheel. We got a nice little landscape over here, full of some free real estate. And we will be throwing a little bit now. Let's tilt this back over here. Desk. Oh, sorry, desk is the wrong place. Wheel? No, not wheel. What is it again? Mini wheel. Mini wheel. There we go. You just entered the void of an alternative universe, I guess. You did, divine goddess. Where did Tiny Man go? Tiny Man became Big Man. Tiny Man became Big Man. I'm just kind of looking in here. I'm feeling out the clay. This looks pretty good to me. Lift this up. We're gonna get the other side here. Other side. Get on over. Whoa. Oop, that was probably loud. Sorry, guys. We gotta get it started first. There we go. Now we got this little cone, and we can start wedging this up. There we go, guys. We're gonna go over to camera A. There we go, guys. Now we gotta set up our little bin for today. Our bin is brought to you by bins.com. Get your bins. Put things in them. Shout out bins.com. Camera B. Desk. 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 Why is it not working? Desk. 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 Wheel. Huh. Yeah. Your voice? I think my voice thing crashed. Improper shutdown. Oh, it did. Desk. Oh, there we go. Back on the money. Sorry about that. Technical difficulty. I'm still kind of prepping. Oh! Voice control won't help me? Yeah, it will. One day it will. It'll be my best friend. Alrighty. So we got that little aerial set up. We got this big area set up. Alright guys, we are ready to go. Camera A. I'm gonna set our baby right there. Wet this down. It's gonna be loud, sorry guys. Maybe I can just try to not do it as loud. I'm getting ready to throw off the hump here, guys. I feel like we might need something a little bit more groovy too. What do you guys think? Do you think this is okay? Maybe this is pretty good. We're gonna charge our energy. Turn it on by myself, dude. Voice control won't help me. Oh, that was from earlier. The first initial center is the hardest. But after this, we're just gonna work with this top part. Mark says, peanut butter. That's not a voice command yet. One day it could be though. Wheel. Camera B. A little chunk. Space. Alright guys. Thumb in. Define our bottom. Slowly pull out. Zoom. A little bit too tall. Sorry about that. Camera A. Right underneath this edge. Find that bump. Slowly walk this up. Always making sure you find that bump before you start that pull. One more time, right to the bottom. A little bit of water on that interior. To this bottom edge. I'm gonna bring this out over top our finger. Follow that thickness. Is this getting a little thin? Oh, it's getting thin. We're gonna take that up from the thin point, right? Making sure, again, look at that bump. We always have that bump. Always keeping an eye on it. Slowly just walking it. You guys have played Minecraft, right? Imagine the finger on the inside that's creating that bump. That's a little carrot on a fishing rod. And the hand on the outside, that's the pig with the saddle. Slowly following that carrot with the fishing rod. Never allowing that distance to separate. Lock in, right? Have you ever played it? The carrot doesn't go anywhere except right in front of the pig. A little Minecraft analogy for the youngins. Right to the side. Smoothing out some of this clay. We like that. Just something simple. What do you guys think? Maybe like a little line? Ah, we're missing one tool. Where is that tool actually? This is gonna be a tragedy if I can't find that tool. I know for a fact I didn't leave it upstairs, right? Oh, shoot. Bro. Oh, we've got it. The most glorious tool. Close in. Camera B. Our wooden knife tool. Took years and years of human ingenuity to discover the wooden knife tool. Camera A. Right down to this bottom edge here. Find that bottom. Start pushing this tool in at a 45 and down, right? Always making sure you get enough clay on that bottom edge. So then you can pick this right off the wheel here in a second. And it's kind of nice when you throw off the hump because you leave a lot of clay on that bottom that later you can. Oh, I should have done one more thing, but I'm not going to this time. Desk. Camera B. Right in the bin. Thank you. And we thank the clay. Camera A. Right up. And down. We're going to take this up. Create a little centered knob. I'm using the middle finger on this hand to create that little mark there. Again, centering this a little bit more. Thumb. In, thumb, out, and thumb up. There you go. Right to the bottom. Space. Camera B. So we're finding this little bump at the bottom here. And the first pull, first couple pulls really, that's all we're trying to do is just even out the clay. If we see a thin spot, we're trying to even the rest of it out to that thin spot, right? You don't want to go too thin though too early on, right? Somebody said, I'm an AI robot made by Elon Musk. What's that mean? AI robot? I'm trying to find something that starts with the letter I. It sounds cool. I'm going to say AL. It's not AI, it's AL. It means absolute legend, so thank you. Again, get some more water out of the end here. I say, hey, what are you doing over here? Right down to this bottom edge. To the corner. Start having some tension there. And look at that, going right out. And we're going to bring this up and in. Look at that, guys. Nice, nice. Look at that. Take our little wooden knife tool. We're going to start by swapping back over to camera A. Camera A. Right underneath this edge. So we're right up underneath. Out to the corner. Okay. Now we're going to be right up on top. Move that tool a little bit. Watch how I go in here, right? And start right here. Look at that, guys. I kind of like what this is doing right now. Right around that edge. Bevel that edge. Get some of that wet little slop there. Out of here. Come on, get on out of here. Where's that wooden rib at? Right underneath this edge again. Right that little notch. And a little tool right underneath there. Grab our wire tool. Desk. So all you do is get halfway. Halfway, you feel it dislodge. Wipe your hands off. And again, pinch just a little bit. Camera B. Get in the bin with your friends. There we go, guys. Look at that. Camera A. Camera A. Camera A. Camera A. Start pushing this in and down. And take this up. We welcome the clay. We say, hey clay, how you doing? You want to do something cool? Like make a vessel? And the clay says, nah, I'm just trying to be clay, dude. And then we sit at the wheel and we decide, no. You will become what I tell you to become. And that is a cup. And the clay has no choice but to listen to the conversation between mind and hand and clay. You ready to pull this up? There you go. Zoom. There, you can kind of see. This one, we're going to go out to our corner first. And slowly walk this up. Okay. Right on this bottom. Again, one more time. Just middle. Slowly walking out to this edge. We say, how's this looking today? We gotta ask the clay, what are you doing, clay? What are you doing? And the clay will tell us, I like being wide, but you've done a couple of round ones, dude. Why don't you do something else? And I'll say, all right, we'll do something else here. So do a little. Lines there. Yes. Round off this top edge. Right down to this bottom edge. And slowly push this in. Down at a 45. Peel it off, go right underneath, make a mark. Hey, I'm gonna get all these little chunks off there. Got my water tool. Halfway, wipe our hands on our pants. You ready? To pick this right up off the wheel. Push in just a little bit. Camera B. Welcome to the bin, sweet child. You've now found a new residence with your friends. At least you're not alone. Camera A. Something to keep in mind, right? Look at this water. Do you see how it's not really like water, it's really slip-like? A lot of pottery people, they'll tell you, they'll say, oh, that's the best for throwing. And to them I say, no. I like to have nice, clean water with nothing in it except water. So as I'm throwing, you'll see me kind of walk back and forth. And I'll get a new little batch of water. I get a 3-bucket cleaning system. So I'll take some of that nice, clean water that gets very dirty really quickly. And we will continue on our adventure on the wheel. Get some of this clay off. Push us down. We might need to bring a whole new little level up, right? We got some of that clay on the bottom. It's getting a little bit too overhydrated. Get ready. Push that right into your hip. And watch as you slowly use that body weight to lift that clay right up. Nice, okay. We got a new little spot here. I think maybe we'll get something like this. Space. Camera B. Thumb in. A little water. Thumb out. And thumb up. There you go. Smooth out that base just a little bit on that inside. Slowly walk that over to the corner. Once you're at the corner, find that little bump. Walk that bump up. Alright. Feel that clay, we got some little small little ripple here at the base, so I might have done a fold, so that's my bad. But I think we'll be okay. Smooth that out, we'll swap over to camera A. Camera A. There we go. And as we slowly take our hands from the middle of the object, going out to the corner, what do we discover? We discover a little bump and we say, hello, bump. How you doing? Oh, the clay's getting a little bit thin. Okay, we're gonna start taking you up. Up to where? To the sky, my friend. When you get to the top, all that tension on clay gets released, right? And so if it looks like it's a little bit off center, just finish the pole and see what you got cooking after you finish that pole for you. I think oftentimes if you're consistent, you'll end up being okay. Again, one more time. Finger right underneath, slowly, going out to this corner. Oh, we found the corner. Can't go too far out because it's already a little bit thin. But we can make this round, so why don't we make this round? Walk this back in. I don't like this. This reminds me of a little goblet shape here, right? Do you ever do sculptures of animals or people? I used to quite a bit. I think every potter has a time where they are making a bunch of face things, like whether it's people faces or like monster faces. Everybody kind of has that era of their pottery career. then in the waves, we're gonna have a little, we're gonna have like a dolphin maybe. How about we get a dolphin? So we're gonna go. Little flip. He's just doing his dolphin thing. Look at that little dolphin. One dolphin. Wait, hey, why did it switch? Camera A. Camera A. Look at the dolphin. Zoom. Dolphin. Little dolphin drawing right on the side of the object. Very true, it's a phase. I think so. It's not like it's a bad thing. Round off this top. Sweet. Okay, right underneath this edge. Take our little wooden knife tool. Hover over this edge. And slowly walk this in. Look at that. So you can see what it's doing, getting some of that clay pushed down while giving us enough clay to grasp onto as we pull this right off the wheel. Are you ready? Maybe I should be a little bit looser. Right through the bottom. Once you get to the middle, you'll see it release off. Wipe your hands, get ready. Desk. Desk. And you guys know where this is going. Spin, lift off. Camera B. Camera B. Right in the bin. Welcome to the bin, friends. We love the bin. We love the bin. Somebody said, what's my favorite thing to sculpt? Dragons? Demons? My favorite thing to sculpt? I like sculpting... like chickens, and dogs. Wheel. What else do I like to sculpt? I like to sculpt. You want camera A? Okay. Camera A. Come down. Out. And we're gonna slowly, right up underneath. Oh no, we don't like that. So do you see how there's this like weird little chunk? I call this the onion ring. You've never seen me make a chicken. Well, that's because it's usually only my students get to see me make chickens. You're like, what? Why are you making a bowl? It's a really wide cup. Really all a bowl is a wide cup. Alright. Come on, get some more. Slowly walk this over. The hand on the outside. So you can see I have this problem area here. Oh, you know what? We might keep that little ring there. I kind of like that. Lucky. Well, it is part of my chess class. I'm doing aliens versus farmers. And all of my pawns are chickens. Alrighty. I kind of like this. I feel like this is looking pretty good. Have you ever made plaster molds to repeat clay cast decorations? I have done a lot of. Before I got into all of the wheel business, that's all I used to do was make molds. I was a mold maker for quite a while. Okay, we're gonna do this edge here. Molds of what? Plates, bowls, cups, locks. Did a lot of molds of locks. Light bulbs. Everybody makes a mold of a light bulb though, so that doesn't count. Right underneath this edge here. Ah, so satisfying. I want to eat it. Don't do it. Like padlocks? No, like analog locks. The ones where you got a little key and then there's like a little loop. I'd cut those up and I'd make them into like what is it called? I'd cut those up and make them into handles. And then I would also make, I feel like this is another thing that every pottery person does at one point, is make chain link out of ceramic. I used to make ceramic locks to go with it. But I don't know, sometimes there's these things that just pop up. Somebody said, nice braids. TBF. To be for real, thank you. Again, pick this right up off the thing. Camera B. Desk. He said, haha, I just made a chain pot. Right, there you go. I don't know what it is about. There's something satisfying about seeing things come together and they're kind of like a chain link stuff going on, you know? I think it just looks kind of cool. That would blow my mind. Camera A is if you made chainmail, like a ceramic chainmail shirt. Could you imagine that's what I wore during my throwing sessions? A ceramic shirt? Be so epic. Okay, we got some weird chunky business here. There's a service who makes huge chainmail wall art. That sounds pretty awesome. Like sheets of rings that link together. Imagine hanging them would be kind of cool. They'd also be crazy heavy. And if one of those breaks, I can imagine that being a little bit of a nightmare. I don't even know what you do. Like maybe you make one out of clay and link it on there, then just bisque the thing again. Right out to the side. Zoom. Alrighty. Right down to the side here. Somebody asked, how am I doing today? What the heck? I'm doing pretty good. Later tonight, I'll be eating some food. I'm really excited about that. I've been trying to get over my fear of beets. I really don't like beets, but I have been eating them regularly recently. So, I'll be eating some beets, maybe a squash, a little bit of butter on it, and you know what? Maybe do some ground beef with it too. Or maybe I'll go with some nice baby Bella mushrooms. Slowly walking this up, slowly walking it in. I kind of like this, you see how it kind of flares out a little bit right there at that edge? I'm gonna keep that there. Actually, let's do one more pull and just see where we're at. Let's do one more pull and see where we're at. But it was pretty good. I taught some class this morning. I had a student who seemed like they were finally getting a hold of medium-sized clay and how to work with it. So that was kind of nice. I don't have any music, guys. This is very intimate right now. Sorry. I could scream really loud into your eardrum right now, but I'm not. How old are your students generally, or does it vary massively? It varies massively. I teach all groups of individuals, all humans. It's kind of fun. I have noticed a lot of times that the younger students are a little bit more rowdy. I feel like if I was that rowdy when I was younger, I would have not done it again, I'll say. The youngest? Who's the youngest? The youngest person I ever taught, I don't know, probably like a group of 7-year-olds. They were really obsessed with squishmallows. Do you guys know what squishmallows are? Every single thing that they made had to be a squishmallow named Archie, the axolotl. If you don't know who Archie is, he's an axolotl who's pink and in squishmallow form. Is it cool? Sure, I would say it. Was it weird that this whole group of 7-year-olds knew who Archie was and that's the only thing that they built? The whole entire class. It's kind of interesting. A little cult of Archie the Axolotl fans. Roast beets with garlic and spices. I don't really like garlic, to be honest. I'm not a garlic guy. It's just really hard to manage garlic. Like whenever I'm with garlic, I'm like, alright garlic, you're gonna get under my fingernails, I'm gonna have to like do a lot of work. I like just wrapping something in tin foil and then throwing it in the oven, you know. I don't really use a lot of seasoning. Very bland. My students always say, hey, what'd you season that with? Water? And I'll say, why yes, I did. Garlic is an enhancer though. You can do so much with it. Yeah, I guess. I'm just not a big garlic guy. What can I say? It's just so hard to open the garlic up. I don't really know what fresh garlic looks like. Garlic's difficult for me. There we go. Camera B. Why? If it isn't the good old bin, I kind of butchered this one a little bit, but we gotta move this over just a tad there. Oh man, okay, well the handle will go on the side that I screwed up. I hit this one in the middle, and I kind of screwed that up. Let's get some more music going too, guys. I feel like we gotta get something going, cruising up here. This thing is called Beach Deep House Mix. Camera A. Good. We gotta follow the wheel, the spinning of the wheel. You ready? Watch this. Slap that clay on the wheel. Boom, boom, boom. Get ready to center it. Get ready to open that clay. Drill, drill. Now pull the clay, pull the clay, pull the clay out. Pull the wall up. And you got a vessel. Good job. Get some vibes in here, guys. We gotta get some vibes. You know? Somebody asked me, what's pottery about? Tell me what pottery's about. It's all about containing and getting vibes. Somebody said carrot, onion, and celery can provide flavor to anyone who doesn't want garlic. I don't even like onions though. And celery, I much rather have the red celery. Is it called rhubarb? You guys ever have rhubarb? Rhubarb is really good. Again, we're gonna bring this up. You are so funny. You will never get me with that stuff. My generation invented those. You're not slick, bro. Somebody said, shit just got weird. Laughy face, thank you. I looked away for 1 second. Sorry, sometimes the vibes take over. You look like a German schoolgirl above the ears. Sorry. The braids help me out a little bit. Plus, when I take the braids out and my hair is a little bit curly, I like the way it looks. I haven't had long hair before, so this is my first time long hair. Bring this up. Geez, Jenny, I feel bad for you. Waking up does do those things sometimes. How long since you had a trim? Of my hair or of my pots? I haven't trimmed since last week for my pots. For my hair, maybe like 3.5 years, maybe. 3.5 years. Kid Gamer says sus. Dude, what are you playing these days? Are you playing Among Us or something, dude? The dance was fire, though. Ah, thank you, Clowny. Bring this in. Brother, I tried. We from the same era. I respect it. I respect it. I've seen too many. You ever seen those Peloton? Whatever those videos are. And then like they always like shout out somebody. Oh man, those are really funny. Have you got a good speaker set up? Like for myself? I have a speaker that I got in school, like when I was in high school, that I still use to this day, and that's what I'm using right now for myself. Sometimes I think I should get earbuds so I can really jam out and not disturb my neighbors upstairs. Zoom. Okay. Going right down to the side here. Come on, get some water in here. I'm actually gonna right up into the clay. A little double bump form here. Look at that, guys. You're so funny. You know what, I actually think, T, that is a person. But I won't say that. That's a classic Kahoot name. How do I choose what to make? Is there a plan or just vibes? Well, the plan is throw half a bag The results may vary, but I'm also I want to try to make a lot of like cups, because I want to start selling things one day. That'd be my goal right now. But I want to make some nice stuff to sell, you know? I don't want to sell things that I already made. I want it to be for art. So that's what these, I think, are going to be for. I'm going to do like one of those little art fair things, I hope. Yeah, mostly vibes, right? A lot of it is the clay, it talks to you, right? You might think, no. Pottery demon, you're just hearing those voices in your head. You're hearing the pottery demons whispering sweet nothings into your ear. And to that I would say, I am. But when you are touching clay, you are talking with it, right? It tells you things. It will say, hey, I'm a little bit thin here. You can actually bring me out and make a little bump here, right? You just gotta really get in tune with talking with your hands. Somebody said, you have such a soothing voice. I'm actually kind of whisper talking right now, so that's why it may sound like I have a soothing voice. Again, I don't want to talk too loud, because I think if I talk too loud, what will happen is I'll make my neighbors upset. And we don't want that. We want to be courteous neighbors. Yeah, and a little bit of water underneath. Slice that off. You ready? Wire right underneath this little notch we made. Halfway. See you dip down, let go. Get ready. Camera B. Welcome, my friend, to the bin. The bin is where all pots go once in their life. We're going to just scoot you over into this corner. Over there in that corner. Camera A. Alrighty. Close in. Zoom. Bring this up. My clay is a little bit stiff, by the way, guys. I like to throw with stiff clay. When you throw with stiff clay, it kind of feels like you're carving with the clay rather than shaping the clay. Stoneware, hard clay, man, it does make me feel like an earthbender sometimes. Okay. Got this little thing. Thumb in. Camera B. Camera B. Camera B. Jeez, why it takes so long to do that? Out. You know what? We haven't done one that's a little bit more narrow, so let's do a more narrow one. Get it right underneath. Find that edge. Slowly walk up this bump and we say hello to the bump. We welcome the bump into our life. Unlike the pig in Minecraft, we chase the bump as if it was that carrot on the fishing rod. You know a place you can fire pottery? Yeah, some of my jobs I can, but I gotta be a little bit, I gotta be considerate, you know. It's not my studio place, it's a place that I teach at, so sometimes they barred me from doing certain things and firing the things that I want to fire, which I respect it. A little bit thin underneath, so it's a little bit uneven here. So we won't be going tall with this one anymore. But we can still make this a cylinder though. We gotta slow down the wheel. We're going a little bit too wild here. The scene from Ghost. Oh no, gosh, please, not Ghost again. Everybody always gives the Ghost reference. But have they watched Ghost? I'd say most people who talk about Ghost haven't watched Ghost. Because it's not a Pottery movie, actually. Hopefully one day they'll be like, yo, Hollywood's calling. Pottery Demon, we need you in a new Hollywood movie. I'm going to tell them, what do you need me to do? And they say, we want you to throw pottery. I'm going to be like, all right, let me cook. Please let me cook. Because I do not want to do a Ghost moment. I want to make pottery look mega epic. Mega epic. What's going on here? Do you guys see how it was moving around like that? I've never seen it do that before. Camera A? Did you guys see what I did there or no? Camera B? Camera B? Bro, what? What's going on here? Camera B? Close in? Did you guys see what I did? I tried to match up my little dots here to the beat of the song. You can see those little tabs. But when I looked up, it looked like the camera was just dancing around, dude. My camera has a lazy eye. I'd be so sad. Was the ghost? Oh no. Did you guys see that though? That was so weird. I don't know why I did that. I'm a little disappointed. I wonder if it recognized one of my hands as a... Like you can do certain like hand gestures and it will like do certain things, right? Like I can make it zoom in with like an L. And I push it in, right? No. I don't know if I can do it right now. But I promise it does it. Started tracking my hands. If only we could be intentional with that. That would be kind of cool. Could you imagine? It would be dope. Absolutely dope. You ready, guys? Desk. Lift this up. We gotta say, hey. Welcome to the bin, you know? Right, there we go. Slide that right into place. All right, how many more we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay. Camera A. Maybe we'll do 10. 10 seems like a good one. I do gotta start getting really on top of my game here. I've been kind of being a lazy bones about trimming, but part of me also has a bunch of wet boxes, so I'm kind of like, you know what? Why not just fill the boxes and then finish them all in one go? Like fill all the boxes, trim all the boxes, and then transport the boxes, right? All in one setting. Here, hold on. Zoom. Zoom. There we go. I always hate when it doesn't hear me. You know, the voice commands, they do hear me. It just likes to tease me, you know? It wants to tell its friends, like, watch, Pottery Demon's gonna say something. I'm not gonna do it first, make him say it again. And I say to him, come on, bro. You can't be doing that. Somebody says hello, hi back. Hope you're doing well. Right out the edge here. Take my finger, drive that underneath this edge. We have that out to this edge here. Let's just slowly bring this up. You see how there's some like loose clay here? We want to get rid of that stuff. What stuff are you banned from firing? I just can't go overboard, right? Like my 1,136 trees upstairs. They said, no, bro, you can't fire all those. But transporting those really long distance might be a hassle anyway. I kind of like this. This is kind of cute. We'll keep this with the lines. You see how like consistent those lines are there? I like this. This is a nice looking one. Again, round off this top edge. We say hello. Just in just a little bit. Actually, shake the clay at a 45 degree. Close your eyes. Some distance between the bottom of this. Camera B. And what do we have here? Another bin. There we go. Okie dokie. Do we have one more vessel? We actually do. We're gonna make one more. Camera A. Camera A. One more little vessel here. Camera B. Close in. Thumb in. Thumb out. Thumb up. Got a nice little cylinder here. Nope, it's too small. We created a vacuum inside. Okay. Right down to this edge. And I'm going to collar this up just a tad. And something a little bit more. I don't know. This might be more of a cylinder. Again, go out to the side here. A little bit loose there. Right down to the bottom. Find the finger on the inside. Start taking this up. This looks like something I'd have orange juice out of.
Jazz is life. It's every day. It's everything that
Hopefully that's not too tall. Hopefully it fits in the vessel still. Or it fits in the bin.
Everything that you are, everything that you inspire to be, the people that you meet.
And at 45.
All of that is in jazz.
Pushing this in.
That's what influences you.
Look at that. I really like this. Close in. Camera A. Zoom. You ready? Desk. Ooh, right underneath. Halfway through. Release that off. Wipe our hands clean. Get ready to lift this right off the wheel. We say, oh, thanks. Camera B. Camera B. Welcome, the final child of the night, into the bin with all your brothers and sisters in the pottery world. All right, guys. Ooh. We will now be handle mode. We gotta move this out of the way here. This will go underneath our little area here, and we will be getting a new bin, a smaller bin, a bin that's more designed for smaller objects. Welcome, small bin. You are the little brother of the big bin, who are just as vital and just as important as everything else. Why do they not let you fire all my stuff? Imagine, you have a group of people who are paying customers at a studio, right, or a school, and they go to fire their work, and then all of a sudden there's 1,000 pots filling up the whole entire room, and all the kilns are going, and it takes a couple days to fire everything. And so now everybody's backlogged, all because I had the arrogance to fire all my stuff and believe that I was more important than all the people who are paying to be there. It's just not a good idea. Camera A. Camera A. Camera A. Thank you. Zoom. And we have some air pockets here, right? So we're not really trying to get this totally centered. What we're trying to do is just get this flat, right? You can even see some of the little air pockets. Right there is an air pocket. Right? That's okay. You glaze your stuff at home? No. The only stuff I glaze is my demo pieces, and I use the studio stuff for those. Yeah, a little air pocket. Alright, we're gonna get you. Where you at? There you are. Grab, grab, grab. Might be asking, what am I doing? Look at these air pockets, dude. I need a needle tool for this because this is not piercing through. But either way, it's okay. Close in. Camera B. Admin team support. South Valley, dude. You got a policy violation, dude. Get wrecked. Do you guys see that when that pops up too? I'm just kidding. You gotta watch out, dude. YouTube admin team's gonna catch you. You resolve the air pocket during a throw in the wall. Usually it pops as I'm throwing, But sometimes I'll just use a little needle tool and do that. Or like, for example, like in this case, what I should have done is I should have just tried to cone the clay up and down a little bit more, or when I was wedging, at the very beginning, if you scroll, when I was first wedging the clay, I should have wedged reverse after I wedged the first time, and that would help me out quite a bit, right? Okay. So here we are, we're gonna slowly bring this out to the edge. Is that what happened? I don't know. All I saw was just the admin support thing. YouTube's always watching, guys. They're tracking everything you say. And they will use it to bar your bank accounts when you get older. Mark my words. Alright, splitting this rim. YouTube has some of the worst censorship. Interesting. What the heck? Why did YouTube have him? Oh my gosh. Never mind, YouTube is based, yo. That was crazy, dude. Alright, YouTube support. You're a real person? That's insane. That must just be your name. You just must have like a... It's a fake. It must be a fake account. One time I had Duolingo join this stream too, which was kind of wild. Well, thank you, YouTube, for looking out for me, regardless. Now I'm nervous. Yeah, I'm bored in Tijuana, Mexico. Made this account to troll. That is hilarious, dude. That's actually so epic. I mean, how often does it work? I know. I feel like you joined the other day too, and you did something similar. Oh, look at these nice little... I thought YouTube AI gained a soul. Yeah, for real. You could probably trick so many people with it. Especially since I don't really know what any of that stuff. About 70.5% of the time. That's insane that it works that often. So you just join random people? So like, how do you find people's streams, right? Like you just go on, like you're scrolling through shorts and you find a stream and you just troll people? So specific. He's tracking it. Or they're tracking it. Pretty much just scroll through shorts for laughs. That's pretty cool. What are your shorts like? What do you normally see on your shorts? Right now my shorts are littered with hunting videos, obviously memes, a lot of soccer edits, you know, not as much like dancing stuff as I used to get, so the YouTube algorithm is changing a little bit for me. Shorts of unexpected edits. I love edits. Those are my favorite. I get so inspired when people do edits. Random AF. A guy making arrowheads. That's pretty cool. Sometimes I get people, like there's this one lady, she's in Russia, I think, and she makes these like little wooden log whistles, and I think they're just amazing. All right. Kind of was a little bit off there, right? But we got pretty close. In the beginning I stuttered, so. But still pretty cool, right? Look at that. This looks like the organs of an insect. I'm gonna start being a little bit more chill with the shapes. I gotta start going a little bit thinner, I think. This is actually kind of cool too. I'm gonna keep that. It kind of looks like a tail. You like crafting short sword too. Grandma falling down and suddenly changed to a WWE edit. I do like those. Those are pretty good. I feel like that's more of a recent thing. I didn't think there was as many of those, but I feel like that trend started pretty recently where people do like quick cuts to other videos that are viral to like either like sell a product or do something else, you know? I do see a lot of those. Okay, we're kind of taking this right out to the side here. You can see how I'm just slowly walking this all the way out. And we want it to be pretty thin. I'm going to take some of this clay right off. I'm going to take this clay right up. Yeah, interesting. I feel like what I know about the art world, though, I don't know if you've ever been to Mexico City, right? But supposedly Mexico City is like a hotbed for, what's it called? Artists, right? There's a lot of art stuff in Mexico City. There's actually a lot of really amazing pottery galleries in Mexico. Wow, you pay $250 for a studio apartment? That is crazy. That's amazing. Don't tell too many people that, they're gonna get jealous. I know there's a lot of tech people, I think, too, that are kind of like these. They're like little knobs. A lot of tech company people, right? I think moved to Mexico City as well. So there's a lot of like young folk there. Have I ever been to Mexico City? No, but I did have the opportunity to go and I just didn't go. My thing is, sometimes I get really guilty about traveling places because while I'm traveling, that's all I'm thinking about is making. And I feel like when I'm not making, I'm wasting my life a little bit. It's the curse, you know, like there's that saying, you build your own prison. I definitely relate to that feeling quite a bit. There is still a few whiteys like me around, laugh out loud. Interesting. Where's the... I need another tool, guys. Hold on one moment, please. Oh, never mind. It's right here. Yeah, I believe it. I feel like South America has a little bit of everyone. Every culture, I feel like. Maybe not every culture, but I feel like it's definitely one of the largest melting pots of human beings. Sort of nice. Little ribbon. UK is definitely most diverse. I guess I didn't even think about that. That is true. You think eventually in the far future everyone will be like a caramel color skin tone? I don't know. I feel like the humankind may not live that long to get to that point. There's gotta be an asteroid that's coming towards us sometime soon. But I don't know. Is it a thing like, does anybody know the science behind like the idea of like a singularity concept or something? I feel like there's a concept around that. But probably. It's 2 a.m. Jeez. You know what I've noticed is I feel like people stay up a lot later nowadays. Alright, we're gonna cut this open. Why did it move again? Close in. Right on beat. A little bit off beat, actually. I got nervous. We'd probably destroy ourselves sometime in the future. Yeah, but try not to be too doomer mentality. I think it's a trend for people nowadays to be like uber doomer. I don't know, I talked to my friend recently, and we had a conversation about how, oh, it actually went perfectly where I needed it to go. How, like, when you talk to old people, they always tell you how fast life goes by. And, you know, depending on what you believe, you know, you may only have this life and that's it, right? So you gotta try to do something with it before it's too late. The idea of regret, that scares me a lot more than I think death does. Camera A? But that's my opinion. I don't know, you guys can be doomer if you want. But maybe I started the doomer thing by bringing up getting hit by an asteroid. So maybe I'm at fault. Going to the US this summer, any recommendations? I think, one time I drove through the beautiful state of Vermont, and I was very surprised on how beautiful Vermont is. So, if you get the opportunity, you don't have to stay anywhere in Vermont, but just drive through Vermont, because it is just beautiful. It's just rolling hills of just treetops and beautiful scenery, and yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe like somewhere near Lake Superior too. That's the most northern. You gotta at least visit some of the Great Lakes, I feel like. Arizona is pretty cool. Would say California. You can start at like Joshua Tree, California, be in the desert a little bit, and then make your way up to northern California and start going to like places like the Yosemite Falls and see giant, massive redwood trees. All my things are kind of nature related. I'm not much of a city guy, I'll be honest. Man, was that a freaking... You guys see that one? Oh, you guys didn't really see that one. Sorry. Camera A. Camera B. Close in. Look at this one. This one was manufactured. This is so nice. Yummy. It's really in a nice handle shape too. That's gonna be a nice one. Probably West Coast for the scenery is best. Let me see. Never eat soggy waffles. Yeah, the West Coast is pretty nice. Don't sleep on the East Coast though. East Coast has a lot of history, you know. There's a lot of really interesting historical buildings. I don't know if you like architecture. Did I have the gallery show? No, that's coming up here in a couple, next week. I gotta bring something there. I think I may bring a drawing instead of my work. Alrighty. There we go, guys. Got some nice small little guys here. So, even though it doesn't fold up perfectly sometimes, some of these little moments can actually be pretty cool. This kind of reminds me of like a bow tie. You've never shot a real gun, so that will be an objective. It's pretty fun. You gotta go to like, you know, speaking of clay, you could go to like a sportsman's club, and you might be able to get it. Well, I think you actually gotta take some classes or something maybe first. Or if you have a friend, you could hang out with them. But I don't know if you've ever shot clay pigeons before, but gosh, it's fun. It's really fun. It's like a little catapult that shoots like this clay little disc out. And there's something about it. It's like, I don't know, I kind of like just like the feeling of my shoulder at the end of the day being super sore. I haven't done that stuff in a while though. My mother is a hunter, actually. She bow hunts. She's like Katniss Everdeen. Kind of like this one, little booger. We're almost done, guys. I mean, look. We started with that large amount of clay, and we slowly worked our way down to the bottom of the vessel here. My favorite is sometimes my mom will give me like venison. It's the meat from the deer. I think it's called venison. And I just really like venison. It tastes so good. And it's kind of cool thinking that my mom felled like killed the deer, but I like the word felled. Oh, okay, that's okay. I'm gonna leave that kind of off like that, and we're gonna finish making this super thin. So watch this. Tight. You make deer chili? Oh my gosh, that's gotta be awesome. So you can see what I'm doing here, right? Slowly work these in. We got like a little flower. It looks like those stars and the flowers in the sky in SpongeBob. They might have been watching the whole time, and they can see the rest of your comments. You can't gaslight people. Now you started talking, you can't gaslight the chat now. Desk? Yeah, guys, we got all these nice little squiggly boys. These are our parts, right? They'll become the added chunks. Dang it, admin. Dang admin. So funny. I kind of like when you guys do that silly stuff with your names. Alrighty. You gotta put these away now. Alright, guys. We'll rinse our hands. And then, you know, we'll probably be close to the end of our stream here. So, well, guys, camera A. What do I want to do here? What are we going to listen to, guys? Like we gotta listen to Buck Bumble. Come on, Adobe. Guys, don't pay attention to the noise. La 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 la.
Amazing means Fairy made it to
Ka-chow.
house last night.
Ka-chow, you guys didn't see anything.
Amazing. Got Gabrielle
Ka-chow.
to the school dance.
There you go.
Love those shoes.
Alright.
Amazing.
Love those shoes.
Getting through night classes. That
In the
and
night
his amazing
classes.
wife. Amazing starts at CSL Plasma. Donate plasma today and receive up to
Come on.
$700
Come on, come on. Why is there so many ads? Come on.
Save lives.
Had enough of the ads?
Your own.
Good? Just gotta get up to dance to Buck Bumble. Where's Buck Bumble? Where is he? Buck Bumble. He's behind us, guys. You can't see him? You gotta imagine him. Get your bee. Flap the bee wings. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you're jamming out. I hope you had a good time. I appreciate you guys being here and keeping me company while I'm throwing some pots. See you guys in the next one. All the best. Strong mentality. Good chow.